Hi there. My name is KTCHeeger. I am a performance poet, or simply just a poet or spoken word artist, if you will. I hail from Cape Town, South Africa, or as the indigenous people call this place Cape Town, Cape, which means the place where clouds gather. I'm going to do a poem for you now. It's called Witness, and it speaks to another very important group of people that basically helped build or started the building of this country in Cape Town, Cape, South Africa. These are the slaves brought here via the Indian Ocean slave trade. For those of you that don't know, there is another slave route, the Indian Ocean slave route, historical slave route. Of course, human trafficking is ongoing today. We call it human trafficking. I still call it slavery. Human trafficking is it's almost a euphemism for slavery, in my opinion. So this poem talks about January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. August, September, October, November, December. It's a very, very old minstrel song, which is sung every year in what we call the minstrel carnival, or in Afrikaans we say the Klopse carnival. All right. I'm not going to try and translate that for those of you who don't understand Afrikaans. At another time I will do that. So every year we have a minstrel carnival, and it takes place on the 2nd of January because slaves only got the 2nd of January off. And the reason I'm talking about January, February, March, the months of the year, is this. Slaves were brought to Cape or Cape Town, South Africa, from places like India, the entire Indonesian archipelago, Madagascar, East and West Africa. In fact, the first largest consignment of slaves came from what is today known as Angola, and they were 174 Angolan children. Now, there is a story that this ship was destined for South America, or what is today known as South America. I am not a historian, so I'm not sure, but this is what I hear from my social historian friends. These children ended up on our shores, and they are known today as the largest consignment of slaves that were brought here. So the mixes that we have, and there are many that I don't know about and that none of us actually know about, I'm sure. It is impossible to know all of history. It is impossible to even know all of the present. So we have the Khoi and the San, the Nguni, the slave peoples, and then the colonialists or the settlers. So there is a vast mixture of blood in this place, and indeed in the world. All right. The January, February, March comes about in this way. If you arrived on our shores during those times, and you arrived in August, you were unnamed and renamed August. There is an actual slave known as August van Boegies, which simply means he arrived in August, and he was from a place known as Boegies. Van being the Afrikaans, or I guess Dutch word for from, a place known as Boegies. Susanna van Bengal, not named after a month of the year, but certainly she is from Bengal, van Bengal. Zara van der Kaap simply means that Zara is from the Cape, which means she was born into slavery or taken as a slave if she was a Khoi or a San woman in Cape Town. Okay, so she didn't travel. All right. So that then was how people were named. And they were not, remember, allowed to practice their cultures, their religions, and so on and so on. Now, January, February, March, to this very day, if you open our telephone directory, particularly in Cape Town, but you do have people with these last names all over South Africa, but it's very particular to Cape Town. You will find Mr. February, Mrs. October, Miss August, Mr. April, and so on and so on. And these names travel a very long way to present day. So here is the poem for these people who are mixed with so much blood, and for us who are mixed with the blood of these people. This blood has traveled centuries to be in us. And that's very powerful. And this is in honor of those people. When they come to ask me who these people are, these people whose roots lie fibrous and convoluted beneath the surface, these people whose histories fall untidy onto pages, these people whose histories fall off pages, out of memory, into ectoplasm, I will tell them your name and your name and yours. I will say your name so loud, the earth will split her tidy lips, and the sky will fracture her seams. I will scream you up into each crevice, so blush of you falls on all that is breathing, on all that is holy. I will say, he was here, and she was here, and he was here, and she was here, not January, not February, not Van der Kaap or Van Bengal. I will take my sinewy tongue and spell your true names on the rapture of my skin. I will write you a proud voice in the hearts of babes, on the walls of caves. I will name your presence, speak the music of your births, your deaths, your desires. I will play this out across the arteries of time and make you a monument beyond any stone or wood. When they come to ask me who these people are, I will say, these are my people. They are your people. They are all people in one people. This is my blood narrative to you. En die Kaapse draai, waar die wind so waai, waar die doring en fynbos, die wyntrossans ons drome paai. Uit Krotua, Otjimato, Lydia, Massawana, Anna, Mojaji, selfs van Riebeek die vent, en Nonkause se dop. Jy het hierdie vaat van verskil, is ons almal maar net die kinders van gemengde bloed. Nou,